What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran, and I'm going to be doing a Starseed, hair right there, that's odd. Doing a Starseed Lightworker reading for August 2020. So this is what Starseeds and Lightworkers, those of us who choose to identify with those sort of labels, those terms, it's reading's going to be focused in on what those Lightworkers and Starseeds are going to be experiencing this month, and maybe a little bit of why, and then a little bit of advice and a little outcome of what the energy, the events that take place in August 2020 are really going to be revealing to this collective of light workers and star seeds that I'm reading for. And so I hope that this message will gravitate towards those who resonate with it and mean something to you. In the same way, I hope that milk chocolate means to me. Okay, so let's take a little pause just to connect real quick to any beings of higher power of love and light, any spirit guides or ancestors that need to come through here to deliver the proper messages to the people who need to get them. So let's take a look at the energy, right? We'll start with this energy for the Starseeds and Lightworkers, August 2020. So what energy is coming through here, Spirit? What's going on with the energy for Starseeds and Lightworkers, August 2020? Okay, so the first card that we have here is the throat chakra. Okay, so this is primarily going to be a month focused on speaking your truth. This may even be just speaking your truth to yourself, really standing up for your own rights and your own needs, for what you really are desiring within yourself. This is letting yourself be heard. Okay, this could be to an extent certain people, relationships, family members, friends, colleagues, bosses. This is speaking up for yourself, but this is also learning how to ask for what you want to the universe itself, believing in yourself to such a degree that that you actually fully do understand and believe in what you're asking for, right? No half-hearted, half-assed attempts at really trying to own what it is that you want. This is going to be a month of speaking your truth and owning your power, and really fundamentally coming into that realization that you do actually deserve what you ask for. Okay, how many times have you asked the universe or prayed to whatever deity or universal energy, or even yourself? How many times have you asked for something and it never really came? And maybe also because you realized that you weren't fully in the power that you needed to ask for it. You fully weren't there yet, right? So a lot of light workers and starseeds this month, definitely going to be a big focus and shift into the throat chakra, into asking and believing for what you want. We do have the material and spiritual prosperity card, so this is a good an energy sort of to come in here for the month of August for Starseeds Lightworkers. This is some sort of victory or achievement where maybe because it's coming after the throat chakra, you're finally asking for what it is that you want, and because now the universe is resonating with your power that you feel, this is coming in to let you know that they've heard your prayers, your requests, and they're assisting you with some material and spiritual prosperity. Okay, so whatever this case is, it's either going to be homes, jobs, money, or it's going to be safety, confidence, and security, right? And it might be both. They might interplay with each other, okay? But this energy is essentially coming in here to say this confidence, this victory, whatever it is, this personal objective you're trying to go after, this is really coming in here to let you know that this month you're achieving something. Your hard work and your struggles are actually really about to pay off. You already have a progression with the 5 and the 6. So let's see what else, what other kind of energy I can get. Coming in here, so we do have back to the 5, we have a conflict and defeat card. So this is many of you walking away from things that no longer serve you. I got a similar card in the collective reading I did for August. So Starseeds and Lightworkers now walking away from things that probably ended, maybe unceremoniously, maybe unexpectedly, but certainly this isn't like a total death, right? This is sort of like the 5 of Swords. This is suggesting that there's still hope. The candle is still lit, right? There's still hope. There's still inspiration. There's still something. However, you did have to walk away from something that did not serve you, people, relationships, career, right? Something that may have ended, and essentially you've had to walk away from that, and so you're kind of just going away from that path, whatever that was, probably not your own choice, though many of you, maybe it was, but you're actually heading towards this hope. You're actually still heading towards something good. Okay, so you might have had to leave some things behind, but this material and spiritual prosperity is going to come in here to actually help shift that back into your favor. Okay, and let's see what else we can get energetically here for this collective Lightworker Starseed Spirit. Okay, we have 4. We have the Rest and Rejuvenate card. So this energy here is coming in for meditation, stillness, being in nature, connecting with yourself. This is taking some time to rest, to really take a step back from where you're headed and really evaluate where it is you need to go. Again, you have this element of the nature here, so spending time in nature will be able to help you. I've been spending a lot of times going for walks in the woods or just hanging out at a park, and as cliche as it sounds, writing poetry, sitting in the grass, reading a book, just enjoying peacefulness while I can as some elements of my life shift around me. So for many of you, the Starseeds and Lightworkers, it's imperative that you at this time really take a deep dive into yourself to really try to connect with what you feel is important to you, and where you want to be headed in life, and to really get some answers and some clarity. Okay, because if you take the time to rest and rejuvenate, you're probably going to be feeling much better, and you'll actually end up getting so much more done than you would if you just kept running around the place like some sort of ant, right? And that's why we have this 11 card here. We have the balance, and this is like the justice card in the tarot, even though I don't know why, but this card looks more like the magician, but whatever. So this half-naked man with the body that I shall never have, is telling us about balance coming in here in August. Okay, so this is an energy of finally feeling like you have all the right amount of tools in your life to finally complete some sort of cycle, to really bring in something here. Okay, so this is as balance is, it could be finances, it could be confidence, it could be an emotional security, it could be a relationship, but you have different elements of your life finally maybe on the same wavelength now, right? The chaos, the insane ups and downs, well, they're finally sort of subsiding now, and they're very much going back to this nice and even ebb and flow. Okay, and that's really going to help you if you do, of course, take some time to rest and rejuvenate, because the balance will be restored as it is from within, it is from without, right? So really taking that time, that's going to lead to that balance, and I think that's why that 11 card, that master number, comes up at the end there. Okay, but we do have 2 5s here. 5s are about changes and stuff. Okay, but that victory and success, right? This material and spiritual prosperity, that is going to be coming in here quite strongly. Okay, so this is having what you need when you need it. Okay, so let's get some outcomes for the month of August for you guys. Okay, so dear spirit guides, angels, what is going to be the outcome for these Starseeds and Lightworkers for the month of August? Okay, so we do have some heartache and loss. This is leaving behind some things. Many of you guys are having to leave behind people, situations, things. So there's going to be a little bit of heartbreak, a little bit of loss. That goes hand in hand with the conflict and defeat card. This is having to leave behind situations that maybe just outside of your control, something that you might not want to be doing at this time. Unfortunately, there's just that process of heartache and loss. Okay, and it doesn't mean that you're leaving behind a specific person. It could just mean that you're dealing with some pain internally because of situations in your life. Okay, so in August there is a little bit of heartbreak, there is a little bit of sadness over the past, right? But we'll see what other kind of events I can get for you guys. Yeah, we do have memories of love. Okay, so this card coming in here for some of you guys, it could be, of course, talking about heartache over a past love or a relationship that came back into your life that maybe didn't work out, or this is a separate issue going forward, meaning that the memories of love is essentially there's something being returned to you this month. It could be another relationship if one relationship has ended. It could be a new love when the old love is done. It could be a return of the past. So this also could be someone coming back from the past that has hurt you, with the heartache and loss. Okay, just go doubling right there to the 6. Okay, so there's many different scenarios that are going to be different for you guys because it is a general reading, and the energies do, of course, change. And then for some of you, it is going to be something given back to you that maybe you had done either this lifetime or in a past life that's more karmic coming back to you that you really do deserve. Okay, so the situations may vary. But keep in mind that those are some very likely scenarios for many of you, okay, intuitively. So let's see what other kind of events we got going on here. We have another 6. We have the Victory and Success card. I believe this is kind of like the 6 of Wands. I think that up there is like the 6 of Pentacles. I always get them confused, these colors here. But the Victory and Success card is very much like this card up here, achieving an objective, reaching a goal. This guy blowing his trumpet up top the hill, not a euphemism for masturbation, but he is just as happy as if he was doing that. So you have this element of victory and success, of getting up top and really letting the world know that you've actually achieved something. So there is some things, and I've seen this in many readings, unfortunately, and it's happened to me. There has been many things that are falling apart for a lot of people. Jobs, relationships, pathways, ideas, projects, right? Things ending almost like out of nowhere, almost to get people to this point of where they're really supposed to be, right? And you often don't know where you're supposed to be. And sometimes the universe or your own life, your higher self, will put you in these situations to let you know what it's like to not be in highest vibration, so that you feel your truth, your resonance, your real path more fully and understand it and know it for what it is when it does come. And that's kind of what's going on here. There's heartache and losses in the past here, and you have this victory and success coming in to really let you guys know this month as an event that there is going to be some really achievable victory and a goal here. Now this could be, again, monetary, could be the job, but it's your highest and nearest desire in the nearest future that you really can see yourself having, right? Many of you might have a dream to become a famous artist, but you've only painted one picture. The victory and the success card here is probably not going to be about that, but it could be something related to art. It could be just the next step in your evolution. It could be what you're desiring. If you're desiring a job that will be successful and pay you because you've struggled enough with shitty jobs and you've really been trying to manifest it, boom, victory and success. If it's the same energy and input with the relationship, victory and success. So it is something nearest and dearest to your heart, okay? Something you've been striving for. Okay, let's see what else we can get here as some sort of event. Okay, this card didn't really flip, but I guess I'll take it. This came out in the Twin Flame reading I did. This is emotional withdrawal, so this is coming out underneath the Rest and Rejuvenate card. So this is, again, taking time for yourself. I explained it with the Rest and Rejuvenate. It makes total sense. We have this card about going to the beach or going to the water. Again, more natural nature elements here. Sorry, I almost just had a stroke. So this is the character, right? This looks like me a little bit, except my back. I don't think my back's that nice. It might be. I don't know. I don't look at my back. But this character here, taking a break, really, praying essentially to the universe there with his hands, praying to whatever he believes in, for hope, for rest, for taking a break, and really just wishing for something, right? So this element of, again, going within and really trying to make things work, taking a break from what hasn't served to find out what will. Okay, so there is some solitude coming in this month, in a sense of I guess you would say, it's maybe it's forced solitude, isolation, but it does seem kind of more like a choice that you're making, right? From Starseeds, really making a choice to go within. Okay, so let's see, last card for some type of for some energy coming in here. What's the last event coming in here for the Starseeds and Lightworkers? And we have, well, 2 cards came out, but well, they both came out, so maybe I should read them. We have the Power card here. So this is the Strength card. This is empowerment, okay? So you guys are really coming into your power. This is coming out underneath the Balance card. So this is very, very synchronistic as a reading so far. All these kind of match up. This power, really about coming to full strength within yourself and realizing your potential and who you are as a starseed, as a light worker, really coming into what you know you can do. And again, that full-on belief, that balance up there, because you finally are gaining some amount of confidence. And then we have this 4 of Wands kind of card, this foundation and achievements. So many of you who have been looking for a place to live are going to find a place to live finally. If it's a family, something like that, a real relationship, a job, right? This is that harmony, the 4, the success, the happy home, a rainbow here. So good news coming your way. So there is something very positive coming in to really help you Starseeds and Lightworkers out this month, okay? So even have the same kind of colors here. So you have this throat chakra with the energy. So speaking your truth. You have these two sixes with each other here. So maybe some past relationship coming back in, maybe a new love, maybe just some heartbreak you've had to leave behind. You have this conflict and defeat that you probably lost something in maybe in July in this month, but at the same time something comes in to replace it. Okay, so you might feel sad, but the hope that was in this conflict and defeat card, that candle, is actually taking you to a victory. You just might not see it yet. And at the same time, the Four of Swords here, this Rest and Rejuvenate with this Eight of Cups card is very much about walking away from things, taking the time to yourself, being in a isolation to some degree, but it's more of a choice, okay? You really want to be figuring out what it is that is going on with your life. And then as you do take this time, and as other events shift in your favor from out of your favor, you're going to be finding balance in your life, and what's going to be coming in either as a result of that energy or this causes that is you're going to be empowered and feeling confident again, and the outcome really altogether is this happy kind of home, this symbolism of finding finally some foundation to thrive in and having something to show for your work and your effort and your anguish and your persistence, okay? So why don't I put those up just a bit? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some guidance cards for starseeds and collectives, and then we'll end this reading, and I'll go cry myself to sleep. Okay. So let's take a look. All right. So dear spirit guides, angels, what is going on? Please give me some advice for starseeds lightworkers for the month of August. Some advice, a little bit of guidance. A little bit of guidance from this tree oracle deck. Shoobity boo bop a doop. Here, get this shit. Okay. We have the walnut card. That seems like it's a lame plant or flower, tree, I don't know. Walnut, okay, so it's transition and initiation. You do have some of that stuff going on up there. What else do you got for advice for the Starseeds Lightworkers? We have Iris, maintain hope, just like that candle with the Five of Swords I was showing you, conflict and defeat card. And then let's get one last card. Did anything fall? I'm not picking that up. I fell to the ground. I'm not going to the ground. Okay, we have spring, new growth. Okay, so let's take a look, and we will read these cards. So we'll start with the walnut, which has never been said in my life. Where is it? I'm gonna find you, little bastard. Alright, so, walnut heralds a time of transitions, a time of endings and beginnings. It is a time to sweep up the closets and attics and open up new possibilities. Initiate as many changes as you wish right now. There is protection around you and those changes, and they will bear fruit for you in the future. This is a time of rebirth and the awakening of greater freedom of your spirit. It is time to break free, make moves, end what no longer works, initiate beginnings in as many areas of your life as possible. Okay, guys, so this goes hand in hand with what I was saying up there for Lightworkers and Starseeds, is that there are some endings, there have been some things that are ending or about to end, or things that are shifting, and you probably didn't really have a hand in making them personally, meaning that consciously you probably weren't choosing it anyway, intellectually, I mean, and they changed anyway, regardless, because control is an illusion, right? It really is. It's sort of you think you have control, and really things like COVID happens, and they just throw a loop right in your plans or whatever. So whatever endings are happening in your life, that is being pushed away for something new. Okay, so there is some new energy, some new awakening that really is meaning to come into your life, and some old things had to unfortunately die away, break away, for the new to come in. Okay, so let's move over to the Iris, because this is saying as the changes happen, right, you have this Iris card to really tell you, just like the conflict and defeat card, that that you can still maintain hope, that there's still things to believe in, right? So even though things have been difficult and may have seemed dark, maintain your sense of hope. Things will improve very soon. As the saying goes, it is always darkest before dawn. Well, the dawn is rapidly approaching. Trust in your vision and inspirations now. They are true and strong. A promising new birth is at hand. Troubles are passing. Stresses are relaxing. Problems are resolving. Things will work out, even if not in the way you wish or anticipate, okay? Guys, this is so very true. I thought I had a really good job, and I didn't actually end up having it. The funds didn't really come through the way I wanted them to. Not really sure where I'm going to be living. Don't really know what's going to happen, unfortunately. Very, very chaotic time for me, and I've seen this in many other people as well. So it gives me some hope to see that for many other people as well, because there is this element of hope that even though things might not be like in my own life, personal life, while there's some endings and some things breaking apart, and I don't know where I'm going to be, where I'm going to live, what kind of job is next for me, there is this strong fallback of faith because I understand that what's been taken on a higher perspective is trying to be replaced by something else, and that makes perfect sense with this spring new growth card. Okay, so we'll take a look at that and we'll see what is really coming in here for you guys. If I know where to find this card, spring, I don't know where to find it. Where is it? It's a season. It's a season. So it's somewhere in the back of the book. Okay, so I just want to point out a typo on this. Who's the Ted Andrews? If Ted Andrews ever watches this, then I want you to know, Ted, you bastard, that this says new growth, but in the book it says new gift. So they fucked up there. Anywho, seeds begin to sprout and grow, working their way out of the earth. Animals prepare homes for young to be born. Migrant birds return, and cold-blooded animals emerge from their winter hibernation. Plants and animals appearing in the spring teach us how to herald a coming forth in our own life. They teach us how to initiate new activities. A new gift, a new birth is at hand. Okay? So this is again just saying that like this gift is going to replace. There's going to be something to come in here to really replace what has been lost from you. Okay? So something very new coming in. And with a better possibility, with a better potential for success and victory, just like those cards that we got, than what has actually left. Okay, no matter what it is, no matter how hard it is right now that you're going through, and trust me, I get it, there is something beautiful on the horizon quite soon to replace what you may or may not have lost. Okay, so I hope that to all the star seeds and the light workers out there, this video was helpful. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy the beginning of your week. Okay, guys, have a good night, and bye-bye for now.